people always ask me, can you still do $5 budgets, $5 ad set budgets?
Harry Coleman, or better known as the Beast of Ecom, went from spending £800 to make one sale to making over $5 million with his dropshipping business. Last year, Harry joined us at the Oberlo office and gave us a list of 5 winning products that he recommended you start selling. Since then, we've seen the products that Harry recommended bring in thousands of dollars for dropshippers around the world. Today, Harry will be joining me again, but he didn't just bring a list of winning products. He also brought a blueprint of exactly how you should sell them. Now, when I say blueprint, I mean blueprint. I'm talking exactly what you should price the product at, exactly what interests you should target on Facebook, and exactly what countries you should be advertising to. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. Hi Harry, thank you so much for joining us on our channel again. I can't believe it's been 1 year since we've seen you.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Time's just literally just flown by. It's amazing and scary how fast time's going actually.
Yeah, and last year, you were actually at the Oberlo office and you were, giving everyone a list of winning products and kind of explaining how your businesses were doing. So I was just wondering, what have you been up to in the last year? What has your focus been on? How are your stores doing?
Yeah, so everything's grown. YouTube channel's grown, stores have grown. Of course, everything that's been happening in 2020 has been absolutely crazy, not just for myself, but absolutely everyone. So a lot of dropshippers, including myself, have faced some challenges around that. But in the flip side, of course, online shopping has just exploded. So that's definitely helped with traffic and conversion. So yeah, everything's kind of on the tick.
Awesome. And are you still working on the same businesses, or do you have some new ventures that you've kind of gotten started over the last year or so?
Yeah, so I've started on a brand actually, which is smaller scale at the moment in time, but it took a lot of time to actually white label the product, put logos on it, ship it in-house, work with influencers, those kind of things. So it's kind of gone from drop shipping to test the product to then, having a much better customer service and a much better customized product to bring to the to market. So that's going well as well.
Wow. Okay, awesome. So you've gone from kind of your huge drop shipping businesses to investing in your own white label brand business.
Yeah, so doing both at the moment in time. So still doing the drop shipping stuff, but the brand is more kind of like the longer term one that I'm planning to hopefully sell for multiple millions in the future.
That's what I like to hear. Okay. So I think that's a great segue because as I mentioned in the intro, you're here last year and you gave everyone a list of 5 winning products that we've seen gone on to do great numbers for a lot of people. And I think that's a great segue because people know that they can trust you. If there's anyone who knows how to spot winning products or what it takes to find a product that's going to make you millions of dollars, you've got it. So I think that this is the perfect segue to jump in. And as I mentioned, last time you were here, you gave us a list of winning products, which is super helpful. But a lot of times for beginners, they take that winning product and they don't know what to do next with it. Who do they target it to? Do they sell it on Facebook or on Instagram? So this time around, you've listed out a blueprint for what beginners should take and how they should actually start selling those products. So that way they can import them and they can get to that sale as fast as possible.
Yeah, so I pretty much guarantee that they're going to get a lot of value out of this video. So yeah, let's jump straight into it and start showing these guys some products.
Awesome. Okay, so let's start with product number 1.
So this is a baby travel bag. Now, the actual product and what it actually does is the unique selling point of this product is basically what it is a built-in baby bed inside of a carry-on bag. So what it does is it solves a problem and of course has that unique selling point of having a baby basket inside of the bag, which is pretty cool in terms of the rest of the bags that may be on the market.
Yeah, so when I first saw this product on the list, I thought, I've seen a lot of baby bags before. But then when I saw the video of the baby in the bag, I thought, okay, that I have never seen before, and that is such a cool feature. I think which is also an important feature because it's quite expensive. I noticed like $36 to $45, so it's definitely a higher ticket product.
Yeah, for sure. So this one you ideally want to mark up 2.5 to 3x. And again, with it having that unique selling point around it, and it's definitely got that premium look to it. So it's definitely got the a higher perceived value to it. So it is going to be a higher ticket product, but new moms, even grandparents who may be looking to buy it for their daughters, will definitely be looking to pay that premium for something like this.
And what exactly makes this a winner compared to, let's say, just a regular baby bag?
So the main thing is that it solves the problem. So, a lot of bags out there or baby bags out there will just be the normal bags. They just can fit in a few bottles, maybe a few nappies or diapers, depending on where you are in the world. But this one's actually got like a USB built-in charger to it. And of course, that filter, the extra of having the layout basket so that they can actually change nappies, diapers, those kind of things on the go while they're out and about. And also with a winning product as well, it saves them time and money so that they don't have to buy, or carry two bags in one go, which is a great thing as well.
Where would you suggest is the best place to sell it? I'm assuming the audience would be new moms, but would you say the best place to find new moms is Facebook, Instagram? Is there another platform that you think beginners should go after these moms for?
So I would go with Facebook ads. The reason why I would say Facebook ads is because how you can get so granular on Facebook rather than Instagram influencers and those kind of things. With Facebook, you can pretty much nail down which country you want to sell to. Even on Facebook, one of the targeting audiences that you can target on Facebook is parents who have children in the ranges of 0 to 18 months, which is primarily exactly who you're going after. So I'll go with Facebook adverts. And I'll probably put it on either this would be great for a one product branded store, or it would be great for a niche store. Say, for example, if you've got a niche branded store. Now, in terms of kind of like interests, I'd probably going out, be thinking about, what sort of baby brands are already out there. Over here in the UK, we've got Mothercare. So like, that's where people buy baby stuff from. So Mothercare, baby clothes is another one. Baby shower could be another target. And like I mentioned before, we could go for pregnancy and also women who have had kids or having kids from 0 to 18 months.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And now, just to double check for all our beginners out there, would you suggest targeting each of those interests in a separate Facebook ad?
Yeah, for sure. So there'll be different ad sets. So we would have all of those interests that I mentioned in different ad sets. So that way we know exactly out of those 5 that I've mentioned, not all five of them might get a sale. Only, let's say, 3 of them might get a sale, but we would know exactly which interest has worked. So then we can go on forward and scale those ones or do some more creative testing.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we pretty much covered the top to bottom blueprint of that baby bag, and we'll include a list of all the winning products down in the description below. But do you want to introduce our next product?
Yeah, for sure. So this product here is a foundation brush. So it's a foundation brush which recently, I believe, went viral on TikTok.
Let's say, so if you wanted to sell this product, you mentioned TikTok. So you would you start a TikTok to sell this foundation brush?
Well, not if it's gone viral on TikTok. See, so something on Facebook can go viral on Facebook, but no one has absolutely advertised the product whatsoever on TikTok, and vice versa. So say, for example, you may have something that's gone viral on TikTok is not being shown by any advertiser on Snapchat. And that's the beauty of marketing online. So you can take something that went viral on a certain platform, and then just pitch it to someone on a different social media platform and get that same viral effect. If you do things correctly, of course, because not all of the different platforms have different demographics, it works in the favor for marketers. But I would probably start out on Facebook or IG influencers using this product.
Wow. Okay. That totally makes sense, but I didn't really think about it like that before. If there is something that's viral on TikTok, it's probably intrinsically viral. So you can just test it on Facebook, see if it goes viral, test it on Instagram to see if it goes viral, and it can go viral on all these other platforms where it just maybe hasn't gotten the spark like where it started, like TikTok. And that's a great way to actually see if it's something that is a real hit with the audience. That is so cool. So you would probably start testing it on Facebook or with Instagram influencers. Now, this product is for the product itself, it's around $2.30 USD. So would you also follow what you said before about selling it for 2.5 times 3 times the price?
Yeah, so for this product, again, I'd kind of do that, but if I could get more for it, then I would sell more for it. So I generally like to look at the break-even ROAS as well. And for those who don't know what it is, it's just the break-even of what you need to be able to break even on a product. Somewhere on the screen, we'll put down the actual formula to work out what the break-even ROAS is. But basically, you'd want to have a break-even ROAS of around about 1.4, 1 or upwards. But I would probably sell this product for around $19 because you can generally get that for this product. And to arrive at that $19 price point, what you also want to do is have a look at some of the other stores that may be selling this product. Because again, you've got to remember that we've got to factor in the cost of Facebook ads, right? So we've got to factor in that cost per acquisition, which may be $10, maybe $15. So we've got to add that to the price of what our cost of goods are, right? So I would generally sell this for $19. Again, if you wanted to add shipping in, you potentially could. But again, you're going to have to test all those kind of things with your offer because an offer can make or break a campaign.
Now, when you're testing this product, so let's say it would be with Facebook ads. I think at least with Instagram influencers, I think we would understand that, the best is to find someone who's in beauty gurus, things like that. But for Facebook ads, what would you set your age to, and what would be some interests that you would at least start targeting for this product?
Yeah, so with a product like this, ideally you want to be going for, obviously, like we've mentioned, women. Age ranges are probably looking around about the 21 to 35-year-olds, and of course, who are into beauty products. Now, we won't really want to go too broad with the interest in terms of, just targeting or just plugging in beauty, because if you plug in beauty, then what's going to happen is the audience size is going to be like, I don't know, 100 and something million, or maybe 50+ million, which starting out is going to be a lot, right? So you want to try and aim for the ones that are around about the 5 to 10 million mark. That's going to help you not just go out and throw your rod into a massive pool or into the ocean, right? With this product as well, we're selling confidence. So again, we're going to be pushing a narrative of to get the flawless looking coverage. Again, like we've mentioned, I would be comparing it to, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but when I was doing research around this product, there's like a blotchy looking sponge that I think girls use as well. So and apparently this one's better than this one, like 10 times when I was looking at the reviews. So we want to be making those comparisons as well. Now, in terms of the actual interests, like I mentioned, you don't want to go too big, too broad. So we don't want to just push in beauty or cosmetics, because they're going to be in the 50 million plus. So I'll be looking at more beauty brands. I don't know that many off the top of my head. I know
but big beauty brands that
you
can kind of just type them in to see, what are, if you look at beauty brands, like what are the top ones that come up? Where are people shopping for beauty?
Yeah, so you could go to like Sephora. You could, and also what you want to be doing as well is sometimes most people overcomplicate targeting, which you don't really have to. Now, if you go into Facebook, we can literally target foundation. So don't go, don't overcomplicate targeting. So just face powder, concealer, foundation, makeup brush. These were the ones that I found when doing research around this product that are actually targetable on Facebook. So literally plug in the interests that make up the actual product. And targeting doesn't have to be rocket science.
Absolutely. I think that's a great point, because Facebook ads can seem so confusing, but I think the most important thing I've learned from talking to pro dropshippers is that you make them confusing. You need to keep it simple, and that's probably the best way to get products to convert. All right, that was awesome. Now, Harry, do you mind introducing us to product 3?
Yeah, so product 3 is an electric milling machine. And this product itself is something which I've never personally seen before, but it looks really, really cool, and also, solves a problem. But yeah, electric milling machine.
Yeah, I to be honest, at first I had no idea what this was. But then once I started looking at the video, I thought I could totally see this being the next big kitchen gadget.
Yeah, so that's what I saw when I saw it. I thought, "Hey, I've never seen something like this before." And again, the reason why is because the reason why it's a winner is it solves a problem, has that wow kind of effect that me and you both kind of had when looking at it. It's small and seems like it's going to save people time as well. And having a look at some of the other products on the market that do the same kind of thing, they seem to be either big, massive, bulky things that you stick on your kitchen countertop, or they're really, really expensive. So this is a pretty cool, neat little gadget.
Yeah. Now this one is, I know that you would of course need to check the numbers, but just as a starting point, would you also sell this for 2.5 to 3 times the original amount, which is 15 US?
Yeah, so I mean, 50, if it's 15 US cost price, then
Hmm.
again, probably looking at either 2x in it or 2.5x in it. I like to keep 2.5x in only because it gives you that little bit more of margin.
Yeah.
And if you sell a product at 2x the cost, then it means that your adverts have to be at 2x break even point,
Yeah.
which means that your ads have to be good every single day. And if you have an off day, then you might be losing a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Whereas if the higher price you can price the product, then it gives you a little bit more margin to be able to play with if you have inconsistencies in your Facebook adverts.
I see. Okay, so 2.5, it's safe because two kind of you would need to have definitely a good day every day, which you can't always predict. I've heard with Facebook ads, so that way you can kind of give yourself some wiggle room.
Most definitely.
Awesome. And now, would this be a product that you would sell in a one product store or like a kitchen gadget store?
So yeah, you can kind of do both. It fits into I'd probably say that this fits into all stores if I'm being 100% honest. Now, if you put this on like say a one product store where you're just selling this one product, then your conversion rate may be a little bit higher because you're just focusing or hyper focusing on that one product. But nevertheless, if you've got a niche store and you're just selling kitchen gadgets, then this would fit in there great as well. And finally, again, if you're selling or you've got a general store, then one of your sections in your store for a lot of people as well would be just the kitchen gadgets. Now, I recommend for a lot of people who are running general stores, if you're running general stores, and they're still good for people who are just getting started with things, or you don't know which niche you want to get into. You only pretty much need to have around 4, max 5 niches on a general store to make money. You don't need anything more than that. So just having, like, say, we've got a few products here, so baby, beauty and kitchens gadgets, you could still sell this on a general store as well.
Awesome. And now, if you were going into Facebook and you were setting up looking for some targets, what would you suggest? Like, do you look up kitchen gadgets? I'm not really sure. I feel like it seems simple, but I think if I was targeting this compared to a beauty product, it would be a lot harder for me to know, like, what do I even start targeting?
Yeah, so for this, you want to be focusing on the angles, and every single product has an angle or an angle that you can potentially spin on things, and that's where you get the best. That's when you get the uplift in your conversion, see the best results in your Facebook ads is when you have an angle. And what I mean by angle sometimes is that you could sell the exact same product as another person, but have a different angle on things, and you can, outperform that marketer because your angle is a little bit better. Now, relating that to this product that we're selling now, we want to be focusing on not just people who are cooking, because cooking again is a massive niche, right? We want to be focusing on people primarily who are focused on healthy living, healthy lifestyle, instead of just everyone inside of cooking. So with that being said, I'll be looking at, again, this is something for men and women. Let's not be sexist here. But those were anything from 25 to 65 in terms of age ranges and in interests. Like the angle, I'll be looking at people who are interests like diet food or slimming world or organic
prepping.
food, or diet food, those kind of things. That's what I'd be, or possibly coffee would be another one.
Oh, it could work great for coffee. Yeah, I can definitely see this. For people who are into even meal prepping or always like cooking at home a lot. I feel like it would be really cool, to be honest, to see a video of one of those old dusty spice racks that are that everyone has seen before that haven't been touched in years. And then seeing this little machine buzzing, getting all these fresh herbs, bright, colorful.
In terms of kind of like the actual advert would be the bright colors, like you've mentioned, to draw people in. You could tweak the contrast and those kind of things to just make it pot, because a lot of different colors we could have inside of there, which will just set it off.
Absolutely. And spices, they can be super expensive. So I think that even using that in some ad copy would be a great idea, because spices can be really expensive at the grocery store. So making your own would probably be way more cost effective, and you definitely save so much money from using this product.
Yeah, 100%. So in terms of kind of like ad copy, just to like jump in there, again, you've already kind of touched on like how easy this would make meal prep, right? So we would definitely put that kind of in. And in terms of like when it comes to ad copy, just for everyone out there, I like to use an ABC system. Really simple. So A stands for attention. You need to have attention before you actually can sell to anyone. So the first kind of line needs to be the attention grabbing, whatever it is, again, along with the thumbnail. B stands for benefits. So you want to be talking about the benefits of the actual product. Again, only needs to be about 2 bullet points, 3 bullet points, main things. And then the C just stands for call to action, which is shop now, get yours here, 50% off, whatever it may be. So yeah, we'll be implementing that kind of thing into the ad copy of this product.
That is genius. And I'm really excited to hear that, because sometimes people make ad copy so confusing. And it's an art. It's absolutely, oh, sorry, that's my camera lens. Ad copy is definitely such an art, but it can also be really simple. And I think, following this ABC formula is the way to do it. So thank you for sharing that. We'll definitely have it up on the screen.
No problem.
All right, let's jump into our next product.
Yeah, so this is a leg trainer. I'm not sure if you've seen them before at all, but yeah, it's a leg trainer.
I haven't.
Arm trainer or waist trainer, not a waist trainer, arm trainer, leg trainer, or thigh trainer. It's got multiple different uses.
Yeah, I will be honest, I haven't. It looks intense. I think that I really like it because it seems so simple, but I can imagine you will get some serious muscles from using this thing.
Yeah, it looks something that, and the great thing about it is that it has multiple uses. So if you could only just use this for your legs, then it might be a little bit limited. But looking at some of the other pictures and those kind of things of the actual product, it looks like you can use it for like your forearms, your side to do kind of like, I don't know, sit-ups, and then you can use it on your legs here. So it's got multiple different ways to use it, which is also a good selling point for it.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with the times right now, things are not going to be going back to normal as soon, I think, as everyone expected. Certainly not gyms. So I think home gyms are going to still continue to be on the rise, and home gym equipment. And in the past few weeks, we've been seeing resistance bands all over the winning products list for good reason. If you're out there and you feel like resistance bands are too saturated, or you don't even want to try touching them to sell them, this seems like a genius alternative product that, anyone who's interested in resistance bands would definitely want to use this as well. So I think it's perfect for this moment in time. So now that we're looking at this leg trainer, and you could definitely use it for, other parts of your body to work them out. So who exactly would be your target audience? Like, where would you start? I mean, I'm assuming people that go to the gym, but, what would be some targetable things to look for?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, it's the angles that work the best for any product that you're selling. Try and always come up with an angle or an avatar inside of your head, which is basically the ideal person who would purchase this product. So with this product, same as the kind of cooking thing, I wouldn't be going after absolutely everyone who goes to the gym. Primarily as well, this isn't going to be a product for guys. It's going to be more focused towards women, right? Also, on top of that, what you want to be doing is I would be focusing this product on the older generation of women. So it will be looking for women who are 30 to 65 plus, who may, again, gyms are kind of opening up a little bit over here. But again, I know a lot of people, including myself, I was supposed to go to the gym this year, but didn't happen. So it's going to be a 2021 kind of thing.
Yep.
But a lot of the older generation are still going to be a little bit skeptical about, going back to the gym, mixing with a lot of people. So I would focus on that older generation who, again, may be a little bit more, self-conscious and don't have as much time because they've got, kids, etc. Whereas with using this product, they can just do it at home when they come home from work, and those kind of things. So it's all about the angle. So I'll be definitely focusing on that subsection of people. And also, while I was looking at some research into this, I believe it also helps pelvic floor muscles and those kind of things. So again, for the older generation, we can do that, touch upon that angle potentially in the ad copy and in the product description. So it's all about the angles for me.
I see. And now, so this product is $219. So what would you consider selling it at? Because I think that 2.5 would be way too cheap to sell this product for.
So again, like I mentioned, I'll probably be selling this at around about $19 or $25. So you could do 19 plus $5 shipping, but I'll probably start off with the $24 mark with some sort of upsell in there as well after just offering them a different product. So again, we could throw in resistant bands at the end if they've already purchased, kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I'd start with the pricing.
I think resistance bands would be the perfect upsell product for this, for sure. Are you ready to move on to the next product? Our last one?
Sure. Yeah, let's go. So this one is a camping sleeping pad. People can use it when they're out camping, or it's got multiple uses that we'll touch on actually. But in short, it's a sleeping pad that you can use when you're hiking, camping, or even for a picnic and in the swimming pool.
Yeah, so to be honest, when I'm going hiking, and when I first saw this product, I thought this looks so cool, and it doesn't surprise me at all to see 2,000 orders and so many reviews. 500 reviews out of 2,000 orders, that's pretty good, to be honest. And I feel like that would be great to include on your online store as well, because it seems like customers are loving this product, and it rolls up in such a small package. It seems so easy to bring along.
Yeah, so that, like you mentioned, you've already touched on some points as to why it's actually a winning product. It's lightweight, it solves a problem, has multiple uses, and also if you look on Google Trends at the moment in time, a lot of people have been in lockdown, right? So they haven't been able to get outdoors, and right about now, of course, through like July and August, if you look on Google Trends, you'll see that camping at the moment in time is right at the peak of the trends. So yeah, that's another reason why you can jump on this one like ASAP, as it's trending right now, and the searches throughout Google, and most probably on Facebook as well.
Yeah, and I think this is a really great alternative for people who are ever interested in the travel niche. Sure, many people are not traveling now to different cities, different countries, but people love to travel. People need to go on vacation. So a lot of people now are camping. And, even though they would normally be going camping at this time of year, most people are going camping even more because it's kind of the only place that they can go to take a vacation and feel safe and whatever appropriate. So this is really the perfect product to start selling now, because everyone is going to be going outdoors, and this is something that most people who are going outdoors would probably benefit from. Even if they're not sleeping somewhere overnight, I would much rather sleep or sit on this than to sit on the hard grass floor outside, to be honest.
100%, yeah.
Now, the product is 25 USD, so that's pretty expensive. So would you also consider selling this for 2.5 times the initial cost?
Yeah, so looking at some of the other ones that were out there, again, they were expensive as well. So like £120, which is what, $140 maybe. So yeah, I mean, I'd generally be looking at 2.5 in it. Again, if the product's a complete winner, you can get your CPA, so your cost per acquisition to acquire the customer on Facebook, lower than that. Then again, you can just kind of 2x it and focus on your retargeting. Or another strategy is to increase your average order value, your AOV, which is basically, again, like we've mentioned, upselling, or maybe a strategy could be if you buy two, you get, a little bit of a discount. Whereas again, most people don't go camping on their own, right? They generally go with another person, and it's a single thing anyway. So two people are not going to fit on it realistically. So again, we could use that as a strategy to increase our average order value. So the person who comes to our store is spending more. When we spend more, it allows us to spend more on Facebook to acquire that customer, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I can just say, looking from this sleeping pad, it's looking skinny. There is no way two people are going to fit on this. So I could totally see, selling 2 for 1. it would be such a great offer, and it would be way easier to sell two instead of selling one, and you'd be able to bring in so much more revenue. So that's really a great idea. Now, if you were selling this on Facebook, let's jump into some interests. What kind of interests and audience would you target?
Yeah, so again, this product has a massive, massive, broad base for this product.
Huge.
It's got so many different uses. It could go for people who are in hiking, people who are into picnics, people who are into camping, maybe even survivalism. So it's absolutely massive. There are kind of like two angles that I personally would take. I would probably just niche down on either, the camping or the hiking for this.
Yep.
Again, both men and women, you can look inside of Facebook audience insights, plug in that interest and see what the majority of the demographic is who go camping or hiking. If it's more males, then you may want to specify just males, or if it's both, then we could just go for men and women. In terms of age ranges, I'll probably be looking at anything from 21 to 65, because again, anyone can go mountaineering, walking, and those kind of things. In terms of actual interest, I'll be looking at trying to find camping brands or tent brands, such as like North Face or there's like Burger House. We could go camping, we could go hiking, but they're going to be very, very broad. So I'll be trying to find those ones which are a little bit more niche, rather than trying to target 50 million, 80 million, 100 million plus audience sizes from the start anyway.
Now, one thing that we didn't touch on this in this conversation yet is that budget for the Facebook ads. So is there a daily budget, or what is the daily budget that you would suggest for this product? And is it different than the daily budgets for the other winning products?
So when I set up things, I generally like to just go, like I've mentioned, we like to do ad set budgets.
Yep.
Again, it comes down to the budget that you've actually got. However, a lot of people always ask me, can you still do $5 budgets, $5 ad set budgets? The answer to that question is yes. However, it takes a hell of a lot longer time to acquire data. I personally like to go with $10 to $20, depending on the confidence that I have for the confidence that I have for the product. And then that's per ad set. So I'd have like 8 ad sets. Okay. Go from 8 to 10 ad sets, but the budget I generally like to go with 10 to 20. But also previously I would just like to go from 8, because it just helps you acquire data a little bit faster. But there's nothing stopping you doing 5. It's just going to take a longer time to acquire data.
Yeah, I think that's a great benchmark, though, just to explain and to any beginners out there to see how much testing you do before you actually, narrow down the ad sets. So it's 8 to 10 ad sets and around $20 a day. So you're running all of those just to see which ones actually work before you focus on them. So I think that's a really great benchmark and a great note that you can still do $5 ad sets, but it's going to take way longer for you to know what's actually working and what's not. And now, how long would you normally suggest running those ad sets? Let's say all 8 to 10 of those before you start cutting them down.
So first and foremost, I'll be looking out straight away to see, ideally, I always like to leave things for 2 days minimum. Now, on your first day, if on the first day, say for example, your link click-through rate, which is basically a percentage that it gives you, if that percentage is under 1%, and you haven't really got any add to carts, then I'll be looking to completely just cut the product out, because it shows you when your link click-through rate is below 1%, it tells you that either you are targeting the wrong audience, or your ad creative that you've got targeting and showing to people just isn't attractive for people to click through, right?
Yep.
So if the results were that bad on day one, then I'll probably be looking to slash or make some changes on day one. But ideally, if I was running the product for the first day, and let's say, for example, the link click-through rate was 2.5%, which is good, and the view content to add to cart ratio was 10%. So say out of every 100 people who view the product page, 10 of them add to cart, but we didn't get any purchases, then I'd look into leave it for that third day, just so that Facebook can warm up and see if it gets those purchases on that third day. And then after the third day, again, you may have some ad sets that have 2 sales, 3 sales, some that don't have any sales, and then you can cut them from there. Another rule is you can go from you can spend up to 2 times your cost per acquisition. And then if you don't get anything at that point, then you can cut it from there. It just depends on how much faith you've got inside of the product, and how strict you want to be with cutting and launching and making changes. But that's just a guideline anyway.
Awesome. I think those benchmarks were super, super helpful, and it definitely will help a lot of people out there. Well, that is all the winning products. Thank you so much, Harry. I think a lot of the beginners out there will be able to find so much help in the blueprints and know exactly how to import this product into their store and actually get started selling it and make a sale. So for everyone watching, let us know what product you are most interested in selling down below. And Harry, if you don't mind letting our audience know where they can find you, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to learn more from myself, then follow my YouTube channel is the best. I drop videos on a weekly basis. We've got close to 50-something thousand subscribers, so not as much as Oberlo, but we're creeping up. But yeah, follow me on YouTube, and yeah, you get some value. And on Instagram, it's Beast of Ecom on pretty much everything. Hit me up on the socials, and we'll try and connect and help each other out.
Awesome. And of course, we'll leave all of Harry's links down in the description box below. Okay, until next time, everyone. Ciao.